Hello everyone. In this video you will learn about protein molecule. Protein is composed of amino acids, which are organic compounds. Protein consists of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, or sulfur. Amino acids are the basic structure of proteins. Amino acid has amino group which has basic characteristic, carboxyl group which has acidic characteristic, side chain or R group which varies in different amino acids, and hydrogen atom. All of these components are attached to a carbon atom. There are 4 groups of amino acids, based on their side chain or R group: nonpolar, polar, acidic, and basic. In nonpolar amino acid, R groups contain CH, CH2 or CH3. For example, glycine and alanine. In polar amino acid, R groups contain oxygen or hydroxyl group. For example, serine and threonine. In acidic amino acid, R group is negatively charged. For example, aspartic acid and glutamic acid. In basic amino acid, R group is positively charged. For example, lysine and arginine. Protein can be divided into 4 levels of protein structure: primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure. Primary, secondary, and tertiary structure is made up by single polypeptide chain, but has different shape due to interactions among amino acids. Quaternary structure is made up by 2 or more polypeptide chains. Primary structure is a sequence of amino acids that form a polypeptide chain. Amino acid sequence held by peptide bonds. Secondary structure is a folding of a polypeptide chain into alpha helix and beta pleated sheet. It is a result from hydrogen bonds between polypeptide backbone. Tertiary structure is a folding of a polypeptide chain into 3-dimensional shape or globular shape. It is a result from variety interactions among R groups and between R groups and the polypeptide backbone. There are 5 interactions that you need to focus in tertiary structure. First, ionic bond between charged R groups. Second, hydrophobic interaction among hydrophobic R groups. Third, van der Waals interactions among nonpolar R groups. Fourth, disulfide linkage or bridges between the sulfhydryl groups of cysteine monomers. These interactions are relatively weak. Fifth, hydrogen bond among polar end, or charged areas. Quaternary structure is a protein with 2 or more polypeptide chains are joined to form functional protein. The subunits are held together by hydrogen bonds and van der Waals forces between nonpolar side chains. For example, collagen is made up by 3 subunits of polypeptide chains. Hemoglobin is made up by 4 subunits of polypeptide chains. Protein is affected by extreme pH and high temperature. Extreme pH and high temperature will disrupt the hydrogen bonds, ionic bonds, and disulfide bridges that maintain the protein's shape. This will causes the protein to denature, where the protein's shape or conformation changed and protein lose its function. In your syllabus, you need to focus on formation and breakdown of a dipeptide. A dipeptide is an organic compound formed from 2 amino acids joined by peptide bond, by the process of condensation. Peptide bond in a dipeptide can be broken by the process of hydrolysis to form two separated amino acids. Protein also can be classified based on their structure and composition. Based on composition, protein can be divided into simple protein and conjugated protein. Based on structure, protein can be divided into globular protein and fibrous protein. For simple protein, it is a protein molecules that made up by amino acids only. For example, like albumin in white egg. For conjugated protein, it is a protein molecules with non-protein molecules, such as prosthetic group. For example, like hemoglobin. Globin is protein while heme is prosthetic group. For globular protein, it has complex tertiary and sometimes quaternary structures, where it is folded into spherical shapes. For example, hemoglobin, an enzyme. For fibrous protein, it has little or no tertiary structure, usually in long parallel polypeptide chains, and has cross-linkages at intervals forming long fibers or sheets. For example, like keratin in hair and collagen. Protein is very important in life. Protein is involved in structures, hormones, enzymes, muscle contraction, immunologic response, and essential life functions. People can produce some amino acids, but must get others from food. That's all for protein molecule. In the next lesson, you will learn about DNA and RNA molecules.